limiting the ability of others to contribute to and gain value from the shared task. In this video, we present coSearch, a system that utilizes abundant resources such as mobile phones and extra mics to facilitate co-located collaborative web search. Susan, Michael, and Emily are students who have just been assigned a class project on the causes and effects of global warming. After school, they gather around a coSearch-enabled public computer to search the web for relevant information. Susan takes a seat in front of the computer and starts coSearch PC, while Michael and Emily pull up chairs around Susan and pull out their mobile phones. coSearch PC detects Michael and Emily's phones over Bluetooth, and they are able to join the current session. coSearch Mobile starts on their respective phones and automatically sends their IDs to the PC, which are then color-coded and displayed in coSearch PC. Susan also enters her name into a color-coded field in coSearch PC. Each person's ID color matches the color of the individual cursor that he or she can control via the mouse or phone. Susan begins by typing global warming into the search box. coSearch PC records that Susan issued the search by displaying the search terms in the query queue highlighted in Susan's color. The search results appear, and Emily tells Susan to open up the first result, the Wikipedia article on global warming. Susan clicks on the link and a new color-coded tab is opened in the page queue. Susan, Michael, and Emily all start reading the article on the PC. Susan starts scrolling down the page. Michael, however, is still reading the first few paragraphs until he uses his phone's joystick to move the cursor to the current page's tab and clicks on it. The article is then automatically opened in his phone's web browser so that he can read it at his own pace. In the Wikipedia article, Emily has read that one of the most likely causes of global warming is the increase in greenhouse gas emissions. She thinks this would be a good query to search for, so she types greenhouse effects into her phone and sends the text to coSearch PC so that she doesn't forget about it. The query is coded in Emily's color and added to the query queue so that the group knows Emily wants to try the search next. Since she has finished reading the Wikipedia article faster than the others, Emily looks back at the list of global warming search results, which is still visible in coSearch's results page. She sees that the Sierra Club has a site devoted to global warming, and uses her phone's joystick to move her cursor to the Sierra Club link. She clicks on it and a web page gets loaded into her coSearch mobile. The web page is also opened in a new tab coded with Emily's color in coSearch PC's page queue, so that the group knows that Emily is looking at this new web page. Reading the page in her phone's browser, Emily follows the link about how vehicles impact global warming. She wants to share this page with the group, so she sends it from her phone back to coSearch PC, where it appears as another item in the page queue. Emily tells the group that she thinks the site that she found might have useful statistics for their report. Susan uses the mouse to click on the page's tab, and the group looks at the page together on coSearch PC. Emily and Michael agree that the site is useful, so Susan adds a note to the page so that the group remembers to use the page's statistics for the project. They decide that it might be interesting